Yes, Different Shades back again. Your host, Rob.
Yes.
Different Shades group available on Spotify, iTunes, and SoundCloud. And of course, subscribe and leave comments below. So, Nicki Minaj said she's retiring from the rap game to start a family. First of all, I didn't know she had a man.
I did, because they
Is that out of shape guy she had in the video?
he's got
like an uncle belly.
He's got an uncle belly, but he's a killer.
Oh, is he?
Yeah, he went to jail for murder.
Oh, wow.
Yeah,
like a Bob M.
He's a killer. It's a bit different.
Take that belly comment back.
It's a bit different when you're a killer. Niggas can't really say nothing. But all that aside, I think the backstory was it, because I remember her having the little back and forth with Joe and everything like that. This is a childhood love of hers.
Okay, cool.
So before what's his name, SB and all of that, before it all popped off, he was in jail for something, and I don't really know if the facts of the murder or not, but the bottom line is it's her childhood sweetheart.
Okay, so she wants to start a family with him,
basically.
And do you think she's fully leaving the rap game, or is that just?
I don't think she's fully leaving it, but I just feel like the pressure that she's had with the comparison between Cardi B, because I think the Cardi B thing, exactly what we were saying about it's too early to call somebody a GOAT or a king or something. Yeah. I just personally think the industry had an agenda to put Cardi as the new thing, and just edged her out, because I don't think Cardi's better than Nicki.
Do you think this is why she was like helping out Miss Banks a little bit? Just kind of not preserve their legacy, but more of kind of, because I noticed that when artists receive a certain level of success, artists, DJ, presenters, lots of things, they want to kind of bring the next person in and not mold them, but give them a few opportunities, which is great.
Put it this way, if an artist that's come before, they're like, let's just be honest, like with music you got windows, right? But you always maintain your relevance with the next thing. So if that next thing says they've grown up watching you, you'll forever stay relevant. Look how all the male rappers do it. Yeah. Do you know what I'm saying? From like the Migos doing the Young Jeezy thing, like every one of them grew up underneath the T.I. umbrella, the Young Jeezy umbrella, all of that. So I think probably she did that, but with saying that, it goes to the Drake coming over here thing. So I think there might be a little correlation with Nicki coming over and doing that. But then don't forget, Steph was close with Cardi because they got the whole QC affiliation. So you never know. That could be a strategic little war thing that was on that before. Like you got Steph, I got
Miss Banks.
Miss Banks. So
who's better though, Steph or Miss Banks?
Steph or Miss Banks. To be fair with you, I'll always ride for Steph. Do you know what I'm saying? I really do think Miss Banks is talented, and I don't know. It just depends on what you prefer. Like, do you know what I mean? When it comes to like certain, if we're judging on the hits, I would say Steph. Like I think she's got the bigger hits. But I mean, when we're talking about wordplay and stuff like that, I like Banks' flow, and I think they're both things. But don't you find it funny how everybody always pits the women MCs against each other? Like you'll get with the men, but there's only a certain concentration of women where you'll pit them against each other. So like the Nicki Minaj thing is definitely gonna get compared to the Cardi B having her baby. Yeah,
I think that's so compared like women battling against other women. I thought we were kind of past that with Miss Banks and Stefflon Don. I've met both of them. I've interviewed Stefflon Don before. Very nice woman. But I think with Miss Banks has been grinding for time, and I feel like if it was based on, I feel like Steph got the hits, and that's why she blown. So she kind of had a bit of a head start because she made the hits. But Miss Banks is very consistent, and just the quality of music is very, very good from her. I think it's apples and oranges on this one. Yeah,
I would say the same thing. But bro, let's just put it this way: it's good for the UK.
Yeah.
Because I mean, like, what did we have before? We had Miss Dynamite and Estelle.
Both gone now, isn't it?
Yeah. So, but you see, now that's the thing of where if they attach themselves, if Estelle was to come back and attach herself to another lyricist or something like that, say we had a Lady Lusher or something that just hypothetically said something, Estelle's back in the mix again. So, you know, but back to the Nicki Minaj thing. I mean, when is it the right time? I think she's given enough music.
How long has she been doing music for,
really? Back, to be honest, but I know she will.
But no, because when she said she was retiring, Jay-Z said he was retiring and he still put out music. So I'm like, and Eminem said he was retiring, still putting out music.
Yeah, but so strategies though.
She was retiring and still putting out music because apparently retirement don't mean shit. Do you know what I mean?
Listen,
just based on previous experience.
And it's, you know what it is? It's just like any other sport. They will always come back for whatever they love and their passions for. Because all these MCs, I mean, look, Nicki, even though Nicki talks about all the money and stuff like that, I know Nicki would be rapping for free if she could. Do you know what I'm saying? Back then. Because they all had to start off somewhere. Do you know what I'm saying? So
how long has she been in the game now, Nicki? Would you say?
Bro, like the first time I saw Nicki Minaj was on the Come Up DVD when she did the Biggie Smalls Warning.
Yeah.
And that was, for me, that was serious. I thought that was serious, and then it just kept on developing, and then Lil Wayne took on.
Oh, and Young Money and stuff.
Yeah, when Young Money.
Oh, so you're talking maybe what, 15 years?
You could be talking that.
That's kind of
definitely.
Mad. That's an extensive career, boy.
Yeah.
15 years.
So she's got every right to.
Like a footballer's career, that is 15 years, isn't it? Really.
I don't even think footballers have got that long.
Well, nah. If they start from
like,
say
they
like.
They call man them old before they even get to their third club or something like that. Do you know what I mean? So.
Well, no. If you're talking about, let's say if they started at like under 12s or something.
Yeah.
And then it's 30s.
But I mean,
30
for you
max.
to get your pro contract, because it's just the same thing with these spitters. Some people have been underground for ages, and then when they get that pop or that global exposure, it's different money. Yeah, because like Nicki Minaj has got different money compared to.
Yeah, because if you're talking about someone like Kano and all those and Getz and those guys that we spoke about earlier, you're talking they've been in the game like 15 years as well.
And that's why they should be considered as GOATs before any other new genre or anything comes there. Like I said, like when you got new genres, like we spoke about the drill thing, that's all well and done, but people calling themselves GOATs and stuff, you could call yourself, the king for the time being, but I think it needs to show, as you said before, like length of time will show what it is. Yeah, because time definitely factors into it. I reckon what she's probably going to do is she's going to start a family and all that. I honestly think what she's going to do is she's going to do a big retirement tour or a big retirement concert. Get the bag.
Secure that bag.
Get the bag.
Do you know what I mean? And then from there, can you imagine her being a soccer mum now? Getting the minivan and going to the PTA meetings and, you know what I mean? Like dressing down. But I suppose it's a different sort of thing. It's like a Hollywood celebrity.
Well, put it this way, she's done radio now, right?
Oh yeah, of course. Forgot about that. Beats. No, Beats, innit?
Yeah, it's
radio.
on the Beats. And but does she have to even do music anymore? She could do absolutely anything else now. That radio show.
Well, she's probably made some big business moves, some entrepreneurial moves.
Yeah,
I imagine.
But I think that tour thing that you said, that's
100%.
That's definitely on the cards.
They tried to do that to Michael.
Should do like the greatest hit, huh?
They tried to do it to Michael, innit? MJ, we tried to do that to him, and
I'm not gonna lie, I was a bit angry I couldn't go to that.
Yeah, so that was.
I wanted to go to that still.
That's mad. They were gonna do that for, and Rolling Stones still do it, still perform, but
with rap and hip hop and stuff, it's changing now because they've had those conversations. But I think everybody was right before. It's like if you got past a certain age, your music was just dashed in the bin now. Do you know what I mean? And that wasn't really fair to the artist when you should be glorifying them and then keeping the thing. So everybody keeps it relevant, as you said, with the Nicki and Miss Banks. Miss Banks starts doing major hits that go global and stuff. Yeah. She's obviously gonna call Nicki on this. Probably bring her out on stage a couple of times. Yeah. You know what I'm saying?
Who's the oldest rapper?
Out of what? The women?
Yeah, out of the women. Who's the oldest rapper?
Well, it depends, fam. Like,
yeah, no, because I'm just trying. I'm thinking out loud. Like, who's
MC Light or something?
Who's the oldest rapper? Like maybe Mel, because obviously Jay-Z is a rapper and he's in his 50s. But he's...
Oh, you mean he's still active? Well, Salt and Pepper were doing something of a tour before. They had something like a.
I tell you who I did see though is Genuine, 112, all of them, man. Drew Hill.
Yeah.
Genuine, bro. Genuine.
What do you say? He's still wailing.
His abs are definitely gone, boy.
You're saying he's falling off?
His abs are gone. Them waves are hanging on for dear life. I mean, he was still
we
good.
We shouldn't be laughing.
But
we shouldn't be laughing.
I mean, he's in his
like
40s,
that.
which isn't old really. But for that kind of game,
somebody told me the 112 weren't looking so peaches and cream like there was before. Or something like that.
Yeah, that's kind of mad. Blackstreet, I've seen all of them. They were good. It was a good concert. Like I'm not gonna lie, but I think when you're doing R&B and you're supposed to be,
that's a consequence if you keep taking your shirt off, though.
Yeah, taking your shirt off and running through all them groupies, man, bruv. You know them man who just look ill. Like, come on, man. Come on now.
But they need to retire. They still got a couple of R&B man that are probably out. I mean, Tyrese obviously had his little breakdown from now and then, but he's still.
He's still clever, obviously, because he started in. Yeah, because he started in films, didn't he? Tyrese is in films.
Yeah, so I suppose. Yeah, so come back. Yeah, keeps it going.
Yeah, so maybe Nicki might be getting into films now. You know, you don't know.
Yeah, after, do you know what? It's for Nicki, I'll probably. I don't know. I wouldn't. I don't think the game would miss Nicki, but Nicki will always have that pass where she could just come back whenever she wants.
That's a real legacy.
Listen, she's a legend, isn't it? I don't think there's any other female rapper that's done it bigger than Nicki. I don't think there's any other. I mean, we could talk about Lil' Kim, but I think she's gone past leagues than her.
Yeah, I would say
she's gone past leagues than her. But I would never put somebody who started this thing in the bracket as you're beneath that person. It's like a Muhammad Ali, and you got. You know what I mean? You got Mike Tyson and stuff like that. Yeah. That debate will always be difficult to say because it's two different eras. But like, if we be honest, what Muhammad Ali went through, he brought attention back to boxing, made it as popular as it was for Tyson to even be on the stage to be considered that. So and the list goes on with it. So yeah, I think it's upsetting when you see the little Nicki Minaj kind of thing going on, because I think that could have been huge for women rap. For women's rap, I think, yeah, period. Yeah, forget the whole gender thing. I think it would have been huge.
Well, if you've got any thoughts, comment below. Available Different Shades group. Your host Rob, Trizzy Trizzy on the socials. Subscribe on Spotify and SoundCloud and iTunes as well. And of course, leave comments, subscribe to the channel, of course, and we'll be back shortly.
Cool.